You're listening to She Means Business, a podcast of 4 women realtors, each with unique business models, who came together to establish a supportive community. We are here to offer valuable resources and break down barriers that we face within the industry. Hello, and welcome to our first episode of She Means Business. I'm Piper, one of your co-hosts, and I'm here with my other co-hosts, Ashley, Erica, and Angela. We are 4 businesswomen / realtors who got together as common interest friends, and we quickly realized how each of us were helping each other build our businesses. So we are here to hopefully help you do the same by giving our listeners the inside scoop of our tips and tricks. So our podcast will mainly feature business advice and creative lead generation ideas, investments, but don't be surprised if you hear us talking about our outside passions like crunchy makeup, healthy recipes, mom life, faith, and some conspiracy theories. So on that fun note, let's just dive right in. Angela, I want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
So you've been in real estate now for 8+ years, right?
Yep.
And you were on a team with just you and your husband.
Yes.
So my question is, what would you say is your biggest benefit of working with Ben?
So with Ben and I feel like where his lack of strength is where I pick up, and I'm good at the things that he's bad at, and he's good at the things that I'm bad at. So like he does most of the negotiation contracts and stuff like that, and I love to do I'm like listing heavy in our business, so I love to go to do like staging stuff, recommendation of paint colors. I'm also our lead gen source. So
well, you're such a social butterfly where like you're probably talking with everybody and like bringing them in.
The face of your team.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's like the behind the scenes beef of the team, but you're like up on the forefront.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
It's like, yes, like I'm the shiny object and he's like the lawyer behind it or whatever. I don't know how you explain that, but yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And so I love that. So Erica, I have a question for you. What's the biggest piece of advice you could give a newer agent?
Yeah, so the biggest advice that I would say is just find someone who you want to model after and learn after and basically model your business after. That's what I did. I found someone who I saw what she was doing and I was like, oh my gosh, like whatever she's doing, like I want that for my business. And so just if you find that one mentor who you can just like shadow, train from, just like learn how they do their things and just model after them.
Yeah.
Yep. And then Ashley, what did you do before real estate and how does it tie into being a realtor?
Yeah, so I grew up around new construction. My dad's a builder, so I literally grew up on the job sites, and I've been around it my whole life. So although I went to college for like completely different thing for addiction and mental health counseling, once I was done with college, I decided I needed to still stay in the field of new construction because it's what I loved, and it was just a natural transition then into the real estate side of things. So
Totally.
yeah, It was kind of an easy, like, didn't feel like a brand new job at all. It kind of felt like just a family business, which I love, and just felt natural to me. And
you still probably use your degree and background in real estate all the time
For sure.
because
100%.
there are a lot of opportunities for counseling.
yeah, when people are like, oh, well, you don't use your degree. I'm like, oh, but I do.
You do.
I do.
100% you do.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I know because I mean it's like we're realtors / counselors.
Yeah.
Yes.
You
Did
know?
any of us use our degree here?
I did.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah.
Or,
Well, like
yeah, for a little bit.
for a little bit.
Yeah.
I was a certified makeup artist, so no.
You were?
Yeah.
Fun fact. Okay,
Yeah,
I never
I
knew
did
that.
not know Yeah.
Also, shout out to STC Homes. That's Ashley's dad is the builder, and that's who she works for. So.
Yes.
Yes,
Thanks,
I know. Beautiful work. Beautiful work.
Thank you. And then Piper. So now we just learned a fun fact about you that
Yes,
literally
I
we
know.
learned alongside of our listeners.
Yeah.
So I love that.
I know.
But what do you think has had the biggest impact on your real estate business?
Oh, great question. I would definitely say collaborating and networking and just getting in the right rooms, especially when I joined the brokerage I'm currently at now, which is EXP. It's a cloud-based brokerage, and so it's very virtual. And I joined as a solo agent, and so I walked into a pool with nobody essentially.
Yeah.
So I just kind of reached out and looked for certain events, networking events, and kind of just got my toes wet that way and met a lot of people. I mean, that's how I met you, Ashley.
Right.
Like that was the first, I think, event I went to.
Yep.
They were just doing a small little training in an office in Wayzata, and I met you and Simone there, and it kind of just trickled from there. And to me, that's helped so much because I have learned from people who have just been in the business longer, but also from people who've been in the business the same as me or even less than me. It's like I feel like I can learn something from somebody that started and like 2 months ago. You know what I mean? Like maybe they picked up on something that I missed in the last 3 years, and then I can start applying it to my business. And so I feel like if you are especially an agent that's like just starting out, I mean, like get in there and just start chatting with other people.
It's easy to like sit at home all day and like feel like you're being productive, but like the fact that you actually
like I could easily just sit behind my computer at home and just
like,
you know,
I scrolled and looked at houses all day on Pinterest and Instagram. Like, what a day in real estate. It's like, no, go see the actual house. Like you do, like go to broker opens, meet people, and that's actually building your business.
100%. And eventually you might work with that agent, you know, down the road, and you've already like
build up
good rapport. And exactly.
Another good thing about our friend group we have here is like we talk all day long about real estate and like how to make this more valuable for our clients. Like even today we were talking about like who goes to the pictures of their clients or what, you know,
the photo day.
And so I still learn stuff from you guys on how to show up more for my clients or bring more value to them.
And you've been in it the longest.
And I know. I just learned.
We learn from you too. But it's like,
yes. And no, I'm still learning. And you always want to be the person in the room or you want to be with a person in the room that you're going to learn from, you know, someone that does something different than you. So, and just instead of saying you're staying in your same square all the time.
And it doesn't always have to be someone that's been in it longer than you. And I feel like that's also important to emphasize because I have learned a lot. I mean, Erica, from you, especially with like signage. I mean, you just did an open house at one of my listings, and it was like you put signs everywhere. I'm like, I only put out one sign. Like, okay, don't like the importance of signage. Like, get more traffic, get more people going. I know. It's like, I know. Sign.
Walking out in front of all those people, and there's traffic watching you, and if you don't get your sign in the ground, like
I hate it. I hate it.
That's the worst part, you guys, because I had to
people
do that.
video me.
Oh, I know. Well, I did it like right before it was like the snow, like. It was like a snowfall, and then the snow melted, but the ground was so hard that I'm literally sitting there. I didn't have a mallet or anything, so I'm just like kicking the hell out of it. I'm like, someone's filming me somewhere, and I'm going to end up on a viral TikTok.
100%.
Yep, and it won't be on my account, unfortunately. But,
but hopefully,
it's worth it, though.
all of the listeners listening can pick up stuff from each of us then. Like from, even if you've been in business forever, hopefully you can learn something from one of us.
I know,
Have a hard time putting
That's
in
our
a
goal.
sign.
That's what we're here for. I know.
Just put water down in the ground, wait for a couple minutes, and then put your sign in because it loosens up everything.
Or just keep kicking and don't give up.
That too.
So, all right, we're going to end this episode with a fun little marry, date, kill. And this time, a little game we'll do at the end of each episode. So this round is going to give you guys some good ones. Ready?
Yes.
So we have acreage, community pool, or lakefront.
So hard.
So Erica, why don't you start? Yeah.
Okay, so date. I have to start with date. Okay, date. I would date the community pool because it's just a season.
Yeah.
So like, I ideally want a community pool when our kids are younger.
So just date for the summer.
So just date for the summer, and then date marry. I would marry the lakefront.
Yeah.
I could.
And you grew up on a lake.
I did grow up on a lake.
Yeah.
My parents still live on a lake. My grandparents used to live on a lake. Like, it's just like whatever. It feels normal to me.
You're meant to on a lake.
Yes. So I'd love to live on a lake, and I could marry that for sure. And then kill would be, that's hard though. Acreage.
You're gonna kill
acreage.
I'm dating acreage.
Oh.
Shoot, that's fine.
That's
I
fine.
know. I feel like we're all going to have very, very different answers. So, Ashley, what would you say?
Okay, well, mine's kind of like you, or what I grew up with. It was like what I'm used to. So, that'd be acreage. Like, I grew up on like over 100 acres. You could not see your neighbor's house, and I just love that.
That
and
is
I want
nice.
that someday. So, definitely marrying acreage. But I also love lake life, and fortunate enough to have a family cabin to go to, and I like love spending time there. So I will definitely date the lakefront, and I'd have to kill the community pool because I'm not trying to share with a bunch of random people's kids anyways. So
Networking.
You mean our kids?
no, sorry guys, private pool only.
All right,
Piper,
So
what do you
all
think?
about it.
Okay. Okay, this is really, really hard. I'm going to have to
Oh, she looks so
kill
serious.
the community pool.
Yay!
I have to kill the community pool too because
Same.
yeah, I don't know. I just don't like sharing.
I like it.
I love
I'm just
community
selfish.
pools.
I don't know. I'm like, if I'm gonna have a body of water, I want it to be
Your own.
lakefront.
No chemicals.
And therefore,
Salt
saltwater
in-ground
pool. Yeah, get the
only.
saltwater
Yes.
pool.
Agreed.
Yes, okay. I'm gonna date acreage. As much as I love acreage, I feel like I would lose my husband a lot hunting in the woods. So we're just gonna date that for now. Yes. Instead, we're gonna marry the lakefront. I would love to have lakefront property. I feel like my family especially thrives on a boat. I mean, that's just
You have a boat, too,
We have a boat.
Minnetonka.
Yep.
There
So,
you go.
all right, Angela.
100% marry the lakefront. We come from a lake family too. My grandparents owned a fishing resort. And
Don't your parents live on a
and
lake?
my parents live on a lake now.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
lake, and we're in there
best.
every day we can in the summer. So that for sure. Acreage, I'll just date because I'm an extrovert and I love being around people all the time. So I love when my neighbors and my neighbors'
You're
kids
a
just show up at my
big
house
neighborhood gal.
nonstop. So I would not like acreage, I don't think, other than chickens. I want chickens. And then I would kill the community pool, even though I'd like it. I just don't want the chemicals, and I'd rather have a lake.
Yep. Oh, look at that. Look at
love
that. All
that.
different answers. Well,
Yeah.
sort of. I know. It's very
So
similar.
hopefully they were able to get to know us a little bit better
Yeah.
through that.
Yes,
And
we have so many fun episodes coming up. If you guys have a topic that you want to learn more on, or if you want any insight from what we've learned in our businesses about, we will have a little link below that you guys can click to submit your requests. So thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next time.
See you then.
We want to express our gratitude to all of you who have supported us and continue to tune in. Without you, this podcast wouldn't be possible. Stay tuned for more exciting episodes coming your way. Until then, remember to keep exploring, keep learning, and keep listening to She Means Business.